And we're back.
Welcome back, everybody! Before we jump into the Game, we have our beautiful dice giveaway. And with that, I will now give it over to... Wait, Charlie?
Other side.
Damn it, Charlie.
Yeah.
All right. Hey there. It is time for weekly at this point giveaway for the second week in a row.
It's now officially a pattern.
Everyone who has signed up, get ready to read the chat. I'm going to have Nightbot tell us who the dice winners are. Here we go. Number one is
I love this voice.
RJWPS. Number two, congratulations. Number two, Grimboy. Woohoo! Seems like we're shipping to Australia.
Yep.
There we go. Number three, Joyce. Bam, bam, bam. You get a die.
Sending to England.
Subside NL. You get a die. You get a die. You get a die. You get a die. Call me Oprah, because I'm giving away things. Then we get to Ave, DK89. You want to die. Congratulations. And finally, the last beautiful person on our list is going to be Captain Swagner. You want to die too, buddy. Congratulations.
For the ones that won a die, send your address and stuff to our email at taleofdice@gmail.com so we can send it off to you.
Yay!
Or send us a personal message on Twitch.
Or Instagram or Twitter.
Yeah, just let us know either way, and you'll be able to claim your prize. Oh, yeah.
Just make sure to mention your Twitch username, because otherwise we won't know it's you.
I want to check this stuff out.
Sweet.
Wow, this was so
Charlie.
lame. I love it.
Charlie, remind me to never ask you to be a game show host.
No, this was terrible. That was actually terrible.
No, it was lovely.
I liked
It
it.
was amazing.
It was so cringe.
No, I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
If I can give a quick shout out, you have to watch Game Changer by College Humor. They have a streaming service as well called Dropout. They have an amazing show called Game Changer, and it's exactly this, but then with just absurd games. People don't know what game they're gonna play, so that is quite fun.
No, Charlie, we love you.
I guess tastes differ. Well, now
Yes.
Yes.
to jump back into our beautiful game. Last time we left off, our heroes were venturing into the Cragged Hills to recover an ancient artifact that had been stolen in transit. Upon reaching the area known as the Cragged Hills, they were quickly assailed by what seemed to be very aggressive hobgoblins that had extended their reach far to the edges of this entire area. After battling them not once but twice, eventually our heroes were aided by a treant that joined the fray, only to learn that the hobgoblins themselves had darkness in their midst, and that the treants were now also combating the hobgoblins. So, with this new ally, our heroes are now about to be escorted by their new treant friend towards their midst to meet with their leader. In the meantime, Graal has also made contact with his god Kuranau on the most long and hottest day of summer to get in tune with his god and to learn that he indeed is at the right place to vanquish the shadows of Badao. And Hannah has made contact with Melora. With all of that out of the way, all of you are now here at the plateau of the first of many different hills that the Cragged Hills is known for. Max.
Yeah, sorry.
That was a snack. I understand now. I was like, why are you throwing things? What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
It is only a few minutes past midday. A large tree named Far Root is hulking over all of you. The day is yours. What would you like to do?
So, one thing that still happened is I had to roll a medicine check to do my treat wounds. I didn't make it. I didn't critically fail, but I didn't make it. So my wounded condition is still there. Allison's still fucked.
Allison still fucked?
Yeah.
Wait, we're in the next day right now, right?
No. You're still at the same place.
Oh, okay.
12 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, 12:15 now that Graal has did his thing.
So basically, all of you return from the mountainside to our camp. Allison
No,
just...
all of you guys were at the base. Like, this is where you needed to go. You guys are now just... Farwood just pulled you and Iroh up onto the platform.
Makes a lot of sense as well. All right.
Can you pull up, Allison?
I was tossing tossing candy somewhere very poorly. All right. I made some tea. Want someone? Anyone? No? I didn't like it either.
Oh, if you don't like it, then I was thinking, I would like a cup of tea, but if it's not enjoyable tea, then I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, it might just be that I still taste acid. That it's not that great. I got some in my mouth. That wasn't nice. I think. Yeah.
Isn't that how you do acid?
Yeah, exactly. I think my sense of taste is a bit fucked currently. Maybe you fix that next, Rico. That might help. Anyway, someone?
Shall attempt. I have question. Where do we go now? I look at the big tree man.
My people live within the valley below. I can guide you through a path that the goblins do not know. If you search a peaceful way, this will be it.
I'm up for peaceful.
Sounds really good. Yeah.
Do we have to?
Graal, I don't know if you've noticed, but Allison is nearly dying.
Very well. His safety. Important. Yes?
Yeah.
Then, let us go to path, big tree monster. Guide us way with your strength and wisdom. Please.
I am not a monster.
Don't worry about it. He calls everything monsters.
I understand the miscommunication. If haste is within your hearts, then I will guide you today. Come.
Yes. Please. Great tree man.
Man is appropriate.
Haha! Graal understands. I think.
Good, Graal. Now, come.
All right. And Farwood is going to lead you over this plateau and down the mountain range. So, the rest of this day, Allison, you have already made your roll to find herbs this day.
I am in no state to do
And you were for the
shit.
no. So it's good. It's good that we rolled beforehand and not. You're welcome.
Thank you.
As Farwood is leading you through all of this, what are the tactics that the other three would like to inquire? And at the same time, Allison, what would you like to do? Do you want to try and hitch a ride on top of Farwood?
I would love that. Like, I think I would definitely slow everyone down if I were to have to walk on my own, because I still have like a couple of arrow holes in my legs and in my stomach and everywhere, and acids all over the place, and I basically had to stitch up my bag and all of my stuff, and everything's ruined. Yeah, Allison's not having fun.
Yeah, you have like this deep wound from like a serrated arrow from one of these hobgoblins in your abdomen, and like even even on the back of this walking tree, he is not a smooth ride whatsoever. So every step is going to fuck, and you're going to start bleeding once or twice again during this trip.
Yeah, and I feel like I fell from a really high place off that drake, so I probably had a bit of a headache currently. I might have a big headache.
Seems legit.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah,
before we leave,
Yes.
go for it.
Before we leave, I want to heal Melo.
Very good.
My
Walks up to you. Go ahead and roll the healing points for Melo.
And I'm gonna put another lay on hand, Alice.
Boink.
The poor little guy.
I appreciate
That's
it.
sound related, mate.
You're welcome. That's another 18 HP.
Thanks, buddy.
You are welcome.
Like,
Graal has strengthened me, shown me, talked to me.
he did.
It's interesting. Yes,
What did he say?
he said that I am his champion. It's good to hear. Already knew, but good to hear. But also, he say, shadow of Badao, seep into land here. He say, he sent me here to kill Badao, who walks this land.
So, what you're saying is that it's actually Badao that's giving all the trouble to these lands?
Yes, I've been saying all this time.
As
Was I
Graal is-
not clear?
As Graal is saying this, I lean over to Allison and I whisper in his ear, I think the sun got to him.
I think that was the idea.
And thank you for potion. Helped, I think.
Oh yeah, I gave you that thing, right?
Graal
Yeah.
was very clear. I saw every beautiful golden skill.
Oh, good to hear, bud.
He is inspiring. So yes, he told us I must bring angry flame of Graal to this land. Cleanse it of evil. Burn it all if I must. And then I
Alright.
happily walk.
Can that wait? Okay. Like, Allison, his wounds are starting to close up, given due to every 10 minutes that he's basically getting healed up, but he's still looking extremely pale, and like, his eyes are still bloodshot, etc. Like, he's not having a good day still. Like, physically, he's alright. Like, it's like its soul is basically ripped apart almost.
You have taken soul damage.
Yeah.
Right. So, as Graal skips ahead, Iroh, Hannah, Graal, what would you like to do during this travel?
Well, we just had a fight. It's nice weather outside, and we're
It is.
kind of being brought to the place that we want to be. So I'm not gonna do anything.
Very
I'm
good.
just gonna look around, and maybe I find something, but it's just meaninglessly looking around.
Yeah, it's like you're hoping to notice that nice berry plant, or a pine cone shaped like your mother.
Yeah. I'm just
Stuff like
looking at
that.
the clouds, and maybe I see Gurnau in the clouds.
You're not looking, you're just keeping your eyes open because of habit. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to look for enemies
Very
in the
good.
bushes, I think. Yeah. Let's do the bushes because we have a giant tree ant with us, so thinking
Nice.
about the sky.
Hannah, if you
Yeah?
find some plants, let me know, please.
I think you should focus on something else right now, Allison.
Maybe.
Graal has gained the second wind of, so he's just gonna keep his shield and spear up, and walk like a trooper. He's gonna walk next to the tree and protect it.
Charlie, your voice, it doesn't happen often, but sometimes it cuts off. Can you lower the sensitivity? Can you lower it well, at least increase the sense? How is it even say? You know what I mean?
Look.
Make it so that the sound does more of the thing.
Make more sound.
Well,
So, as you guys are traversing the Cragged Hills, go ahead, Hannah, and make a perception check, please.
oh dear.
Yeah, there we go.
And we died.
Ruh-roh, Scooby, we're in danger.
Here comes the death.
That's a 17.
17. All right. So, as Farroot begins to hulk ahead, all of you gather around him and begin to travel with this lumbering behemoth of a tree. As he just walks to the other side of this plateau, you can already see that there is one place where the actual plateau exits and a path is formed that, again, at the other side, like, tumbles downwards in a zigzag pattern, same as in the path that you actually took to the top of it all. However, he does not go through that route. He just goes straight ahead towards that one little piece of forest, like one little cluster of trees at the end of the plateau that was at the opposite side of all of you. And he begins to just, as he enters it, it's strange to see. It's almost magical, as this lumbering behemoth just begins to stealthily and agilely like weave himself through all of the trees, as if he's swimming through the canopy itself. As a real tree herder, as these people are known for, he can actually move through the forested areas with ease. As you are trying to keep up with him as he traverses this land, he eventually also gets to the edge, and he begins to realize,
I will steady my pace for you. This might be difficult terrain. My apologies. But in the heart of nature, the biting tooth of metal of the talons of the Mighty One do not find purpose. Here they do not venture. Here we will be safe.
as he sets a couple of steps forward, and you now begin the somewhat treacherous route of like basically abseiling in a 45 degrees angle with all different types of trees all around you to try and make your way with like thicket and underbrush getting in your way of it all. It is not a easy travel to make. However, as you are going on and on and on, there aren't any real dangers whatsoever. Hannah, the only thing that you at one moment see is that he is about to lead you through what seems to be a bush that has a little bit more prickly points on it than you would like. And as such, you can easily and quickly guide the rest of the party to just take a step to the side, because as a tree, Faru doesn't like get poisoned or stung by poison ivy and that sort of stuff. However, you guys would, so it's better to avoid that altogether.
I'm on top of him.
You're up high. You're up high. You're up high. You're fine. You're fine. Go ahead and make a fortitude save to see if you die. No. But that's the only real problem. As you begin to abseil this mountainous range, eventually, like after what probably feels like way longer, but it's probably only like 800 meters down, you come through this very thick, overgrown area, what would be called the valley between the Cragged Hills itself. And as soon as you enter it, you can already hear like all the different types of critters jungling around like in the trees itself. Like the canopy itself is so thick with all of the leafy trees around here that you are completely in shade, and you can see as you enter it like a sea of all of these different types of god rays, like all different places between the canopy where the sunlight does actually go through. Now and again you see like a small bird flying through, or it seems to be a squirrel just a little bit too curious to stay away from all of you before he skitters off again. And still, Farroot just weaves through all of the canopies, never breaking any twigs, only pushing them aside as gently as he can, as he makes his way through all of this. Now you are
music, Wouter?
Don't you have music?
No.
No? Oh. Then it was doing a stupid. You guys hear it now? You hear it?
There we go. Yeah.
Charlie? Yeah? All right. I don't know. See if that works. So, this
No.
this goes on for a couple of hours. Like the first 1.5 hours, you guys make your way down this large hillside into the valley itself, and afterward, for like 5 more hours, you make your way through the valley. Sometimes you have this opening that you can actually look through the canopy and see that you are like encased in all of these large hills. Sometimes you find yourself at the edge of a small little pond, just being overgrown at all different sides. Sometimes you misstep and find yourself to be somewhere in what seems to be a sort of marshland area, as between these hills the water like coalesces or gathers. That's the word that I'm looking for, at certain places. You have this entire scent of deep old forest in your nostrils. Like, this place is ancient and wild. A very vagrant smell of life and at some places a little bit of rot gets into your nostrils, mixed with woolen earth, so to speak. You are in a very, very, well, wild place, far away from any point of civilization.
Am I sitting really close to Hannah at the moment?
If you want to be, you guys are walking through the trees.
You described the smell, and the smell just sounds like something Hannah would smell like, to be honest.
It is a little bit
very
Hannah-ish.
naturey.
It is Hannah-ish, yes.
Walter, I still don't have any music on my side.
No,
I can.
that's you.
That's me.
That's me.
Well, I can retry. I can try to start it again and see if that works.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. Sweet.
Damn, you rolled 20, but thank you for doing this after 3 tries. As you guys are traveling, slowly but surely, the very damp nature of your surroundings begins to grow a little bit cooler and darker, as eventually the last rays of sunlight crest over the hills and nightfall is upon you. As you are searching for a place to stay, however, Farwood eventually announces,
You would find empty space. That is far away from where we are now. I do not know what is the best option tonight. Any suggestions?
Hannah, do you mind finding a spot for us? You're pretty good at that too.
Or, if Farud doesn't mind, we can maybe make hammocks.
With what material?
On
We could
him.
just turn our tents inside out and just...
Arrow, he's a living creature. We're not going to do that.
If he doesn't mind, maybe it is convenient.
He
I'll
has
search
been
for a
carrying
spot.
Allison for a long time.
Yeah, and I...
You
Yeah.
Where
do
was the
realize that you are surrounded by trees, yes?
Fair.
I do not know if I should be the one to carry you.
But yeah, Hannah, maybe ask a squirrel or something to find a nest. Like, please don't make me think about this now. I'm having a bit of a
You
headache
want me
still.
to ask a squirrel?
I want you to find us a place to sleep. That's all I'm
Okay,
asking.
I'll look around.
Thank you.
I have
I-
good sleeping place.
You
What's the
have?
temperature outside here? Like, we're in a
Right now?
really dense forest, but
yeah, like you're like in the there's like 2 meters between every 2 trees. Like that's how thick she is. However, the temperature is still quite pleasant. Like it's warm enough to just sleep under the stars. We are now
exactly.
in the middle of summer in what should be like Dutch climate. So
That's
it's going to
exactly
be
what I
like
was meaning, Ricky.
yeah.
So a lot of rain, a lot of misery.
Actually, heat waves from 30 to 35 to 40 degrees have already been announced.
Oh God,
Yeah, it's time to
When?
die.
the planet is burning.
This year,
No.
July, August. Anyway, Graal is Graal is gonna just as he says that, I know good place. He just bumps down against the nearest tree and just starts unstrapping his armor, and then just if big tree man say is safe, it is like when Allison says it is safe in city. I say we believe, yes?
But let's keep watch anyway, right?
Yes. Big tree man. You sleep
yes,
too. Or no?
I do, but I have spoken through the saplings in this area. They can keep watch for us. Do not worry, little ones. I am a guardian of these forests. When I say that it is safe, it is safe.
I look over at Allison. Can we bring him on other adventures?
Maybe.
Please?
Maybe.
I vote yes.
Hannah.
So we cannot
Yes,
sleep in
yes.
him. So we cannot sleep in him, but we can decide that he just comes with us.
Hannah.
No, we can.
I don't know who's the bad guy here.
We can convince him.
Hannah.
Yeah?
Can't you just talk to him and learn a couple bits about like nature? This is like literally the guy you want to talk to. Go talk to him. I'll sleep in this
I
moss over
guess.
here.
The soft bed of moss that you have found, like star moss, is stretched out and fuck everything. Allison, come to bed.
Seriously.
Is there anything anyone would like to do before bed?
Yeah, so Graal wants to... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go.
Graal just wants to make sure. I mean, by now I've been handing out my lay on hands, so I want to make sure that in absence of Allison's motherly care, that everyone is properly healed up.
Very good.
And I'm also going to go up to Hannah. Hannah.
Yeah?
Dent and shield again. You help? Please?
Yeah, I have a mending prepared. Because, you know, I know you by now. And I'll use it.
Good. Shall grab extra piece of spider meat today. Oh! Forgot to take drinks for eating. Oh! Sorry. Graal. Sad.
Better luck next time.
Yes. We will find more. And we shall slay them and feast on their flesh. But first, shield.
Yeah, and I mend it.
Yes.
All right, and again, like the small hole penetrated by the bayonet begins to close up, and again, all the different like rotors and mechanisms inside the shield go into place as the mending spell ends, and you actually have like this beautiful ping throughout the shield in a very pure tone. Like, oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
I dig it. Thank you, Hannah.
No problem.
Sleep? Yes. No watch. Haha. Graal sleep all night. And Graal goes off to find his little, like he's gonna curl up like a big dragon on a horde, but in fact it's gonna be like two nice cradling tree roots. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah,
just gonna like curl up in there.
Like, oh,
Like-
that's good. That's good.
And you're gonna see Melo watching from a distance, like, oh, I wanted that spot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like fuck, don't know what is it called chair dance in English?
I don't think it is.
But no, whatever. Like
No, I
both
think
going
it
for the
is
same
so-
place.
I think it is so simple. It might be just a chair dance.
It might be, but like you both go for the same place. Melo is too late. He goes shit, looks around, goes to the second best place, jumps in there, curls up like, yes, excellent. This is good.
I dig it.
Did he just knock me off my spot, or?
No. He was about to like as a
You're dead now.
as a bitch as a cat can be. Like he was raising his paws over your face, and he was like looking at Hannah. No, okay, fine.
Yeah, if he really wanted you out of there, he would just go to sleep on your face. And you would leave by yourself. Because we all know that's how cats operate. The little bitches.
Like floor heating. So.
I want to take place next to Faru for a little while. Just
All right.
like... So, nature, huh?
I think this was your funniest line so far, Crystal. Nice.
This is me getting forced to talk to someone I don't want to.
Farud gets out like his longsword again, like made of stone, and in the same manner that he pulled it out of the ground at one point, he just takes a look and he finds the place where he needs it to be, and he just can slide it in all the way, and now it's just like this small little piece of stone sticking out of the ground. Farud already feeling or knowing where he can actually like pull it away, his weapon, in the earth. As he now begins to slowly like get into place again in his, it's like he stretches
Going to
out.
sleep, yeah.
He stretches out, and as he does that, his arms go back into his normal position that he actually has branches, and he turns back into his, like, you can now see that if he wants to be, he can just be the normal tree that he once was, and that is the way that he rests in. However, he still answers you.
You do not strike me as a normal Eladrin, Hannah.
I actually don't know what a normal Eladrin is.
Well, Graal told me that his last name was unique. I think it is safe to say that you are also unique.
I got a last name now.
Many Eladrin I have seen have a very clear sense of purpose. But I feel you are still free. The question you asked about nature, what would you like to know?
Dang it.
Sorry for forcing
Well-
you into this. Well, you're not
What?
forced
Thank
though.
you.
You're not forced.
Well,
What
Yo.
doth nature?
Alice is basically my dad right now. It's like, you should talk to him. He will be good for you.
Actually, yes. That's actually what he's
Okay.
doing.
I don't know what to say, but well, great. Do you have a god you believe in? I think I had a moment with Melora, and I point to my leaf.
I have heard many different talks of gods among the small folk, but we do not adhere to such beliefs. We believe in ourselves, and we believe in the nature surrounding us. But it has something divine. We understand that you feel the divine is away from us. We have learned that it is everywhere.
I felt that too today. Even in this, and I show him the piece of wood that's statue for Melora. Even in this, I could feel it today.
In the same way that Farut is but a name bestowed upon me by your people, this Melora might be a name bestowed upon the same divinity.
Can I ask one more thing?
You may ask many.
Can you feel the good and the bad in things? Even people?
Ah, yes. The concept of morality.
Or the darkness in someone?
Ah, you speak of that. I have not felt it myself, but I have heard the tales. There is a darkness in this forest. The valleys are starting to fester with it. Death has always been a part of life, but this, it brings things out of balance. It is the darkness that we speak of, and it should go. It has no place among us.
Do you think the goblins have it in them, that same kind of darkness?
All of us hold darkness within ourselves, even you and I. But to live with it is something else from allowing it to live. The stories that we have heard from our brethren make us believe that the goblins are nurturing this darkness. If this is true, then this could be the source of the imbalance. If you are indeed here to vanquish the goblins, then perhaps we can be aligned. But tell me, Hannah Unique, why do you want to vanquish the darkness you feel?
Because I believe in light. And I don't want anything to go down in the darkness. It doesn't feel right.
Then it seems you do have something in common with your Eladrin heritage.
Where did you see other Eladrin?
This valley houses many forces of nature. Many Eladrin align themselves with that nature. Pilgrimages has come here to seek out the different forces that be, to learn from them, make offerings to them, and to harness their power. We are one of those forces. Some have come to our leader bearing gifts, searching knowledge, searching kinship. We have provided what we can.
Did you ever meet any Eladrin that was looking for their daughter?
There are many Eladrin that outlive my people. I cannot say that I do know such a person. But do not be alarmed, young Hannah. Many stories live within all the members of our society. Perhaps tomorrow, our leader might give you the answers you seek.
Thank you for answering me.
You are most welcome. Now, take your rest, young Hannah. The trees will offer you shelter. Sleep and be at peace.
And I kind of snuggle close to him, just fall asleep.
Bowser, by the way,
Yeah.
like that
I found
fucking
a place-
voice. That
I found a
fucking
place where my
voice.
voice hold up.
How? That was intense. Like, Jesus.
I like it. All right,
Damn.
so with that, you all have a very pleasant, very restful sleep. No critters dare to cross the path of a herder of the forest, and as such, you are all left to your own devices, to your own sweet dreams, until the next morning comes to you all. You wake up, and the new days are yours.
Ooh, interesting. Let's see.
So, pack members, as the different rays of sunshine crash through the canopy and one by one begin to illuminate all of you, you wake up. Iroh, what do you want to do?
Muted.
You are muted.
Muted.
Another silent spell has been casted upon you.
Can we did we all fully heal or because
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that well then I think we just take up our travels towards the meeting place
Alright.
at the ends.
Very good.
Yeah. Recall Grace.
So people,
Let's get on with our beautiful journey.
people basically wake up, and as they're waking up, Allison's already up, and he's already gathered some nice little herbs, etc. Is currently making breakfast. Like he's just been around. Like his wounded condition is removed because he rested, and now he's very joyful again. And he's like, "Hey guys, tea? Someone up for tea?
Allison,
I made some breakfast as well."
Allison, you do have a nice double scar in your abdomen from two very, very deep-rooted bolts that had been removed before. Those scars will not fully heal ever without the use of magic.
Yeah, I'll not think about those for a long time. But yeah, I'll carry those with me for that time when I almost died by fucking goblins. Love it.
No meat?
I thought that I couldn't find any at the least, and I don't think our friend would like it if I were to, hunt.
What were you? Sorry, come again? Like, what did you want to? No meat.
No meat.
Well, you still have the spider meat with you.
Yeah, it's still some spider meat.
Yeah.
Like
So
at least Allison wasn't preparing any.
Yeah, that's fair.
He doesn't want to, probably.
Allison's gonna start roasting that beautiful spider meat. Sorry. The berries make weird fuel.
Fair enough. Are you okay with this?
Do not be alarmed, young Allison. We understand the need for food. Hunting and being hunted are necessary parts of life.
Fair enough.
Yes. Three men, smart.
Seeing that this came from a spider, I believe that he also tried to hunt you. Was it not?
Yeah.
We were hunters. Was good hunt. Also, good we still have spider meat, Iroh.
Yeah. Comes
Glad
in
to
handy.
have you with us. And then I start roasting the spider meat. in lieu of Iroh. So, who else want?
You know, sure, only live once, right?
Last batch of spider meat. Then, no more spider meat. We shall have big hunt again.
In that case, buddy, take it for yourself. You deserve it, especially after the
No,
last fight.
now you already offered it to us.
Well, if you want it, Iroh, go for it.
Just
I can
that
live on these
bit, because
berries.
I think
Have
those
enough
berries are
for
great
sure.
as well, so I'll just take a bit of both.
Graal no mind.
All right.
So I start a little fire together with Hannah, if she wants to help.
Yeah.
Sweet. And start roasting that meat. Get some good, healthy protein and fats breakfast in.
Hell yeah. Like, you guys are adventurers. Like, your whole job is to keep on your feet. Like the moments of rest are you just walking for days on end.
Yeah,
You know?
our caloric intake is huge.
Yeah. You guys needs that nutritionist value, man, and the spider meat will deliver.
And aside from that, it also costs a lot of calories to be as cool as we are.
That is true. Coolness needs a lot of energy. Like the fires within you burn very brightly.
Okay,
So-
guys. I can't say that I remember everything from yesterday. I think I fell a bit too hard on the back of my head. Is there anything I need to know? Like, did you talk to our friend here about anything, Hannah?
Yeah, you offered up 100 gold pieces or something for us. You said something about it, like, "Oh, I'm so grateful here I have 100 gold pieces," but we're still waiting on money.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Shame that
Yeah.
you're basically carrying all of my gold most of the time.
No, our
Like,
gold.
If you want me to, I could
How much
basically.
gold do we have, actually?
Can I have that purse for a bit?
Oh,
No.
No?
no.
Okay, fair enough. Either way, is there anything else?
Farud said I was unique too.
That you are.
You too.
Yeah.
We
so,
both unique now.
So now I'm Hannah unique.
Yes. I hold out. I hold out my hand for what I think might be a high five. We are now both unique.
Like
Yeah.
it's not really a high five. It's like a little bit like like the actual clapping doesn't really work yet, but we'll get there.
That works. Okay. One thing that I did remember is that neither of all of you even had the slightest clue what we were up to. Do we now know? Do you guys now know what we're gonna do?
Well, I knew I had to talk to Tree Ants, and I did. So
Yeah.
That's fair. All right.
I did my thing.
So, do you still want to do the talking when we get to, well, their leader, or?
Well, you can help, of course.
Okay.
You can talk to Sylvan as well. So
I do, but
we can
feel like-
share.
I will definitely want. I definitely want to aid you, but I feel like it would be a very good lesson for you to actually take up on this as well.
Yeah. Very good idea. Yeah.
Yeah? Are you up for this?
Mm-hmm. I'll try. So we're looking for an artifact, right?
We are indeed. And
Good.
we're fighting this darkness that they also want to fight. Might be good to bring that one up,
I did talk about that with Farud last night.
alright? Might be good to say that you're actually in touch with nature.
Yeah, maybe.
Anything else that you might want to mention?
Yeah. No.
Like one very specific thing.
I love this relationship so much. It's so much fun to watch you two.
One very specific thing that we also mentioned yesterday. Just
That
one very specific thing that you almost forgot.
Can feel nature?
No. Like there's one specific person, maybe, that you might want to mention to the leader as well.
Farudius.
Sorry again?
Farud? Was it right?
This is Farud, yes.
Yeah, I know.
Who?
It is.
What was
yeah.
the
You
name?
forgot his name as well, though. So
Herodias.
yeah, I
Yes.
know.
There you go.
Yeah. You forgot it as well, so you can't blame this on me.
I hit my head.
Wait, what did
Very
you say? Did
hard.
you say Ferodius?
Did I say it wrong?
Herodias.
Yeah,
you said-
you've been saying it wrong the entire time.
What is your name?
I was like, yeah.
This is totally Allison. Like, no, it's Ferodius. And no, Allison, it's not Ferodius. It's
Lose the
Ferodius.
F. Lose the F. It's Herodias.
Herodias. All right.
Yeah.
Allison knows. Max is just shite in names.
Sure.
Her call confused. What are we talking about?
Archon.
All right. That's all you need to know.
Mm.
I'll help you out. All right. I'll fill in the blanks when you need it. But you be you, Anna. You got this. All right.
I'm afraid I will ask that questions that we don't need to know, but I really want to know. So
That's all right.
You guys need like a moment to come up with a PowerPoint presentation or something? Or,
Maybe she does. Okay. One big tip. Don't
This is
fireball
me.
them.
That was for ah.
title of my sex tape. One big tip. All right, so
Ew.
Just
As we-
the tip.
as you guys finish your breakfast and are now all well fed and well rested on this new day, you are stumbling upon the next leg of your journey towards the actual civilization of Treants. So, as this last day of travel is upon all of you, what are the tactics that you would implore? Are we going for the basics?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. We have basics now. Yay!
We do.
Consistency. All right. So, Allison, what are you looking for? Or are you just going in blank? And Hannah and Iro, perception checks, please.
One question. In my daily preparations this morning, was I able to do my potion?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
you were.
Then I don't have to make a crafting check for that anymore, right? Because it's just
You do.
using it's just using the time. I made a crafting check earlier last week, right?
Oh, okay. So it's the same. You're putting more time into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you don't have to. No. You already succeeded on that check. There you go.
Cool. Then I think that one is done, but I'll double check that later.
Mechanics.
Yeah.
What kind of potion did you make?
Antidote.
Ooh, nice.
Just
So-
a very basic one. Just wanted to do.
Very good. So the distilling process of the last day now continued, and eventually, as this deep purple liquid comes into being, you smell it. Oh yeah, that seems very pure.
Yes.
Another vial of a beautiful potion created.
Are we in hills or a forest right now, or both?
Excuse me?
Are we is it literally a forest or is it more hills?
We are now entering forested area.
Forest area. All right.
However, you do realize that like the three things that you learned from the Cragged Hills can be found everywhere in the Cragged Hills. So I think it just says hills right now, but it needs to be hill/forest.
All right. In that case, sure. Let's go for the Fistanese bells.
Ooh, Stanley's bells, nice.
Yeah, cognitive mutagen. I think that might be useful.
Yes. All right. So let me get that one out of here.
Small blue bell-like flowers that bloom all year long and grow on ruins. It affects one's sleep in different ways, either giving a restful night or powerful dreams.
Very good. All right. So go ahead and make your check for that. So go ahead and make a herbalism check for me, please.
Use a hero point.
Ooh.
Can you note that down, Graal? That's way better. Instead of a natural 4, it's a natural 15. Herbalist check, you said? 25.
25. I think with that, you just make it.
Good.
I am correct. Sorry to keep you folks hanging. We'll get
Don't
right
worry
back to the story
about
after
it.
this. There we go.
26, by the way, because I can guidance myself.
26. All right. There we go. Ooh. Yep, you just make it.
Ooh.
All right. So, as the travel begins, Hannah and Iro, go ahead and make your perception checks. If you were 29 and
26.
26. Ooh, nice. All right. So, As you guys begin trekking through this forest, some places are a little bit damp, others are completely wet, but Farroot is still guiding you through this very, very, very thick underbrush as he himself just waves through all the trees. During this, Allison, now reinvigorated by his new rest that he found last night, is hopping through all the different places in the trees. Sometimes he comes like, gets into the bushes on the other side, comes to the other side again, and eventually you can hear him scream, "Found it!"
Good.
As you get your book out with like the new Testani's bells that you were looking for, and you can see that here you are now upon what seems to be a ruined area of what was long ago a small cabin in the woods. You can still see like all the different ruined pieces of rock all around it, and you can now see that in the middle of it all, a large tree has like unscrewed the entire roof, which has long gone, and now there's only like this one large tree with a couple of rocks in the middle around it. But these beautiful bell-like flowers are also hanging there, so you can get out your apparatus and go to town.
Awesome. Crafting check, right?
Yes, my good sir.
Hero point.
Ooh.
I need to spend those things anyway, so that's good. Natural 17 instead of a natural 2, so that's a lot better again. That ends up in a 30.
A 30 total?
Yep.
All right. These flowers are very hard to work with, and as someone with your experience level, you try to cut one off at the base, because you know if you get it too far, it will just start to rot really quickly. So you just try to cut it off, and all the petals of the flower immediately fall off. Damn it. You get to the next one. Tink. And get it just right. You get out a little piece of cloth, put it in, quickly stow it. Yay. And then another one. And then another one, and then another one. These whole flowers need to be intact for the balance between all of the different types of toxins within them to be correct while you start crafting with them. And eventually, you get out of this bush a total of not 1, but 2 doses that you can now use to create your cognitive mutagens with. Already a recipe in hand. Very good, very good.
Cool.
Now then. All right. Afterwards, the journey continues. And as you guys are venturing through this forest, both you, Hannah, and Iroh, as the afternoon is coming closer and closer, eventually it gets to past 2, past 3, Farroot says,
"We are coming close."
and begins to move on and on. Eventually, you can see these small specks dash between the trees around you. First you think it's a bird, but then you can see it move in a somewhat different pattern. There we go, let's get some other music going. Come on, I want this one. Give me that. Why are you not working?
It works. I hear it.
Oh, you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, well I don't, but that's good enough for me.
Deep darkness.
Yeah. I'm gonna try it again because I want to hear it too. My song, I also want to hear it.
We get that. Do you hear it now?
Nope. No, doesn't want to play. Thank you, roll 20, however. So, as you guys are stalking through the woods, you can see these different wisps on both sides. First you think it's a bird. Then you think it might be a large insect. But then you can see the fluttering wings of what seems to be butterfly wings, but not attached to the body of an insect, but attached to the body of what seems to be a small humanoid figure.
Graal goes into phalanx stance.
Well, Graal doesn't see this. Like, if Hannah and Iroh want to share this information with their good friend.
Oh, that's
Graal,
my bad. Yeah,
then,
right.
Yeah, like this is their time to shine.
Perception checks.
Yeah. But this is what you see, both of you.
I want to point it out to Farroot and ask if he knows it.
All right. Well, what do you say to him?
Well, I point. Do you know that creature?
Like, they are very clearly trying to be stealthy, so you can't really point them out. Like, they just come by and then they dart away again.
Even if I see it, I can't point it out?
Well, you can, but then it would be like right over there, and it's already gone.
Oh, fair.
I just bump into Hannah and I'm like, Hannah, do you also see something flying around?
Yeah, and I don't know if we can trust it or not.
I don't know. Wait, Lenore? And I try to call on my crow.
Porch on your shoulder.
Can you have a look? Can you have a look for me? What's out there? There's something flying around. Can you have a look?
Go ahead and make an animal handling check for me.
What is the nature check, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Nature. Yes.
I think.
Different systems. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, it's still an animal handling check, but it's just under
It is.
nature.
It is. Yeah.
12.
12. All right. So, with the command given, the creature flies off. And as you are walking a couple of minutes, eventually...
Your bird is dead. You never see it ever again.
No. I'm just starting up my own music for me, because I also want to hear it. It gets me into the mood better.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. All right. So, as the bird flies off, you have these few minutes, these few moments of tension as you wait for it to return. And eventually, the bird flies back to you, perched on your shoulder, and spits something out.
What is it?
In the palm of your hand, you can see this very small, very thin arrow. In the form of what seems to be that it is grown, like a little bit of wood, that eventually just perches into a small thorn, and two small leaves at the end of it as feathers.
That's pretty cool. I show it to. Thank you, Lenore. Thank you. I show it to. I show it to Hannah. Like, do you maybe know what this is?
Maybe we should ask Farouk if he recognized this.
Yeah. Here.
Thank you. No, Farouk.
Yes, Hannah.
Do you maybe recognize this? And I show him the arrow.
All of you stop walking for a moment. Forward gets down.
I do not.
We are being followed.
How out loud do you say this?
Not that loud, just so that us five can hear it.
Alright, so the pack now knows.
Yeah. Plus Farouk, yeah.
This looks like an arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Are these the same pixies that hunted us before?
I think so.
Then we must prepare for battle.
But
Yes.
not kill.
I don't think we should. I think we should try to communicate with them. There was a misunderstanding earlier. We now have one of the Fae with us, or at least one of the Ents with us. This is a very easy way for us to show them that we're good.
Yes, Graal.
Little things flying around. They attacked us time ago while we sleep. You sure they friends?
I do not know of what you speak, but the trees here are at peace.
Let me elaborate on that.
No enemies of the forest live here now.
Let me elaborate on that a little bit further. Fae creatures are probably also fighting the darkness that is surrounding this place. And we encountered the darkness before. We found an artifact in the darkness and carried it with us. So to explore it and see what it is.
It was egg.
And yeah. And they tried to take that from us.
And you did not tell me you were carrying an artifact of darkness.
It is
While I led you within our midst.
It is currently not on this plane. It's in a different plane. I'm telling you now because I feel like this is worthwhile information. I would have told you yesterday if I was in the right state of mind. Trust me.
Convenient of the rest of you to forget to disclose this information. Unless we were already here.
I would never bring something with us if I thought it would harm us.
It is
Especially
broken. We destroyed it. Graal smashed it real hard. Then it got broken.
We will see.
And he gets up again.
Come.
Wait. So, this time, not Graal who make person angry. And he walks happily after the tree end.
I try and get next to the tree end.
It's only the reason he does this is because it is only 50 meters that the tree end walks, and afterwards he gets through one tree, it seems, and afterwards you do not hear the rumbling of leaves anymore. And as you try to catch up with him, eventually you step out into what seems to be a clearing, completely invisible from the outside forces. You now look into what seems to be a nothing more than like a field of grass, with in the middle of it a swirling small little stream, slowly cabbling around a couple of rocks that you can see here and there lying on the banks of this here small, stream. Good job, Wouter, good job. As you walk into this, however, Farroot gets out his long stone sword and gets to one of those somewhat larger trees at the bank and just smacks it. And then he stands silently.
I try and look around. Do I see any movement?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
That is a 25.
25.
Yeah.
What? At first you don't. But after a couple of moments, you can see that from the other side, the trees start heaving a little bit. The heaving moves through. Eventually, Farroot begins to step forward. Is there anything you would like to do, Alison?
Yeah, as this is happening, I walk up to Hannah again. Okay, Hannah, this conversation might be a bit more dangerous than I anticipated earlier. Be careful with what we're saying, alright?
Yeah.
Good.
But I'm just going to tell the truth.
Definitely. Do that. But be careful in what way you say it.
Because I'm really good at talking, you know?
I'll help you.
Yes. I have faith in you, Hannah.
That little faith in... Okay, yeah.
As you all step forward, Farroot can just in one big step over the small stream, but you have to take a few steps in it. It's very, very shallow. Like, the deepest part of it is only like 30 centimeters deep, like 1 foot. As Farroot is stepping over this, you can see that the clearing itself, just at the outskirts of it, different animals are, stalking in the woods, so to speak. But not really stalking as if to obscure themselves from view, but just outside of it, taking a look inside. You can see a large deer hopping around through the woods, taking a look at what is going on. You can see a rabbit, like, through the underbrush, get close, and then get back. Some other small animals, some birds nestle in the nearby trees, as eventually this small clearing, which is no greater than 20 meters in diameter, as you are now just past the small stream in the middle of it all. At the far side of it, the trees open. And as if emerging from water, this even bigger tree comes into view. A large wooden body, lengthy and thin. Large wooden arms, lengthy and thin. Large wooden legs, lengthy and thin. No leaves whatsoever, but burnt all over. His head eventually just being chopped off and burnt to a crisp. His arms being blackened in different places. Not angry or scarred or whatever, but it seems that whatever being this is now part of himself. No visible mouth to speak of, but two dark red coals just in front of what would be his face. As this being steps forward, you can see other treants also appearing from the sides, some carrying the same long stone longswords that Farroot also carries. Another one has a very thin pine that actually accentuates the feminine features of this treant to make it look as if she's wearing a skirt, steps out of it with a long wooden staff in quote-unquote her hands. And a couple of other smaller treants also come. You can see that one no larger than any of you, well, probably as large as Graal, steps out as a large stump, only overgrown with all different types of ferns, as it seems that you are not the only ones who are going to have a conversation. The largest treant steps forward and begins to speak.
What have you brought here in our midst, Farroot?
I bow.
For me.
Elder Shar, I bring you the pack. Graal, Hannah, Allison, and Iroh, accompanied by their animal companions, were waging war against the goblins, where I held watch. They are saying they are sent by Herodias on a mission. But they say to also battle the darkness. However, this is not all. This is our leader, Elder Shah. You will speak truth to him now.
And Farroot takes a step back.
All right. Are we gonna continue this now, or are we gonna do this next week?
I think now, as it is 10 o'clock, I think we'll go ahead and end tonight's episode and enter.
All right. I was waiting for it, but I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna mention this.
yeah. I kind of wanted to continue, but it is a good place to stop.
All right.
So yeah,
That was I had fun start to finish this session.
Definitely.
Good job, dude.
Yeah.
Nice. That was really
nice.
fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, exciting.
Crying, but it's fine.
No, but seriously, exciting combat, exciting character development for a big part of the party, and also just cool new shit. That was
Yeah.
nice.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Good job.
I like treants.
I like your
like the
voice
voices.
speaking it.
I like it too. I really like doing it. I really enjoy doing it.
Do we need to talk about some vocal coaching? Because that's it sounds like it has to hurt if you're not trained for it.
It doesn't I can find a way to have the reverberation down low where it doesn't actually hurt.
Awesome.
sweet.
So I can basically I feel like I can do this indefinitely. However, yeah, You
my
never.
dog
says
wants
that.
to
I'm not
jump
trained. I'm
Yeah.
not
He
trained
says
or
this,
whatever.
but in 2 weeks he will not be able to do anything else.
Yeah.
I've done lizard folk before. Like this is.
Oh
nothing.
yeah. The
Fair
lizard folk are pretty
Yeah,
bad.
compared with lizard folk, this is just a stroll through the
This
park.
is basics, man. This
Fair.
is basics.
All right.
Yes, no. Stroll through the forest.
Yeah.
One thing,
Oh.
this stream might be over, but I think I'm gonna continue on my own stream for a couple more hours as well, as all of the
Ooh.
other people are leaving. So I'll have a small pee break for myself in a bit, and then I'll be back playing Pathfinder Kingmaker. So for those that
Awesome.
want to hang along and stay here and enjoy that company, then yeah, I want to see you guys in a
Very
bit.
good. Very good.
Mox, would you
Alright.
like me to keep feet the max turn on?
Yeah, sure, and
Alright.
remove the bar. I don't really mind.
Oh no.
Welcome now to the
Done.
Max Feeding stream.
Done.
So,
To the
guys,
max.
Oh, we should totally do like a full mukbang stream where people can just assign us food.
oof.
We have to do that when we can get back together.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
We
go
have
to
a lot of
rest-
big ideas.
yeah.
We have a lot of
huge
big ideas.
table full of food. That would be amazing.
But guys,
Is this
thank you guys so much for
Alright,
watching.
go.
If you liked what you saw, follow us right here on Twitch, as well as on Instagram and Twitter, where we keep you updated on every stream and every way that you can interact with us. Do know that we stream random games every Friday, Pathfinder Kingmaker every Saturday, and this beautiful Pathfinder 2nd Edition live stream every Sunday.
And some random
Also
shit in
remember,
between.
also remember to always wash your hands if you've cut like peppers before you actually start touching your lenses. We love you.
Penis.
Enjoy the last 2 hours of your weekend. Bye bye.
See you in a bit.
Ciao.
Bye.